Hi everyone, it's Make a Card Monday, and I am Christina. So today we're making this card, and we're going to be using Gamsol along with white pigment ink on black paper. I got this stamp set from Gina K Designs, and I absolutely love this. That is the name of the stamp set. I believe it's Wild Blossoms. And we'll be putting it on black paper with white pigment ink. And it's nice to use this with colored pencils because normally your colored pencils wouldn't show up on black paper. So with the white ink as a base, it works out pretty well. So I am going to put this in my stamper and get this down. Now with the white pigment ink, I let mine dry for 2 days before I even touched it. I could have heat set it with my embossing gun, but I just thought I'd let it air dry. So I want this card, and as you can see from the picture in the beginning, to one side, and there's my stamp press tool. I love this thing. That link's always in the description if you want to get one. And at first I thought that I was going to do this as a sympathy card, and I changed my mind and just thought I would do a hello card. I have several cards with just flowers on them that I can always change into a sympathy card, but I put a lot of work into this one, and it was my first time using the white pigment ink, so I wanted something fun. So this part of this video was filmed in May, and then I finished up the video on June 10th. So you probably won't be seeing this till the 20th. So hopefully all those bruises will be gone on my arms for the next video after that. It's something else. Alright, so now I'm going to put this aside and let it dry. And I am going to clean off this stamp set. I was going to use the Stays On stamp cleaner, but my chamois did a great job cleaning this off. So I just put it away, and I'm sure I'll be using this stamp again for the same exact reason, or for something just solid black. So I made sure it was clean before I put it away. And you can always clean this with a toothbrush and some Dawn soap. But I like the stamp cleaner. It works really well. So I'm going to color in a few things here, and then I'm going to speed this way up. But I'm using a turquoise pencil. Now if I was coloring that on black paper, you wouldn't even see that turquoise pencil. So using the white pigment ink, it gives you a base so that you can see the color of your pencils. I probably would try this with more coating next time. I'm not sure how thick I can get that white ink on here. But as you can see too, I didn't just leave the leaves. I added some little flowers from that stamp set so that I could put some little flowers on here and not just have it green leaves. So I'm having a lot of fun playing with Gamsol and colored pencils. I wasn't sure about these yellow flowers, and I still, when I look at it, I'm like, I should have used a different color. But the last couple of videos that I've done, I mixed up colors in one card, and I thought, well, let's keep it simple. We'll just do two. And I definitely wanted something turquoise in my stash of cards. Now these stumps I get from Jerry's Artorama. You can get a nice big pack. Gina K Design sells them too. So if you go to order that stamp set, you can always order some stumps from there. She does not carry the Gamsol though. But you can get that from Simon Says Stamps, I think, carries it. And I got mine off of Jerry's Artorama, but you could also get it on Amazon. Some people use baby oil. Some people use different kinds of oils. I just like the Gamsol because I don't smell anything, and it's not greasy. Thing with baby oil, you'd have to be careful, your paper would get greasy. So I decided all the flowers that were this shape that I would do them in the turquoise. And I go in it with a little darker pencil just to, I don't know, maybe give it some depth, but you don't really notice it on the white. I was kind of disappointed. I thought it would turn out different. When you watch somebody else do it, it's like, well, that's gorgeous. And then you do it, and it's like, mine doesn't look like hers. And I'm using the exact same pencil. So I don't understand why, the same ink too. I don't understand why mine didn't look like hers. Either that or she's got a really good camera. And it just makes it look super pretty. I'm such a sucker when I see something pretty. It's like, oh, I want to buy that. Hence the stamp set from Gina K. I did order her latest kit too, so I'm going to be playing with that. So once I get all these blue flowers done, I think that's when I switch it to 4 times speed. So I just want to give you guys an update on my health, because I'm sure some of you are wondering. As you know, I had a heart attack in July of last year. I felt pretty good after I had my heart attack. Just tired, and trying to build strength. But now I'm having a lot of problems with my breathing. And I don't think it's COPD related, and he says it's not heart related. So I think it's because I've become so sedentary that, I don't know, I sit a lot. And my problem is when I'm bending over and lifting things, because I have a back injury, that kind of knocks the wind out of me too. So I don't know what kind of relief I can get. So when I go to the doctor this next time, I'm going to probably have to schedule a back x-ray or an MRI to take a look at my back, because just sitting here right now, I can feel my muscles are pulling. Like they're burning, kind of. So I have to shift a lot when I'm sitting. And it's definitely, like, I cannot lift puppies and do the things that I normally did. I can't vacuum, I can't mop, I can't do any of the fun stuff anymore. Now, you guys know I used to love to clean. If you've been following me for a while, I was a clean freak. No, I'm not. I just don't. It is what it is, right? So as long as everybody's healthy and happy, that's all that matters. So I'm putting in a little bit of orange on the centers of these flowers. I'm going to color all the leaves green. And I think this might be where I set the pencil down and start the camera over so that we can go faster. Because I thought, oh my goodness, we'll be sitting here for an hour with me coloring all these, and I'm already speeding it up. So here we go. So yeah, I need to get my health in order. I want to be able to paint again, and I need to clean my studio to do that, and I just don't. I know I can't do it myself, and Ellen can't get any time off from work right now. They're so busy right now. So I need to either hire a professional organizer, preferably an art student. How's that sound? And say, hey, take this stuff home with you. And I just want to kind of move things around out there and make it so I'm not going to trip over anything, and I don't have to bend over to pick things up, just make it easier on myself. I do have a brand new folding stool out there that's got a padded seat, so it's really cool. Ellen did get that for me after I had my heart attack so that I'd be able to sit and paint. But the way my studio is set up right now, it just doesn't. It's too big. I have to move it to get to anything. So this is why I'm making cards, because I can still play. I am going to be playing with some alcohol inks, making cards. So that will be fun. But, yeah, there's not a lot of ways you can incorporate paint into this without the card being too heavy or sticky, you know, when you mail it. So now I'm just Gamsoling everything. And then after I'm done with the Gamsol, I have this clear shimmer that I got from scrapbook.com, and I'll be highlighting the flowers a little bit. It's kind of, it reminds me of iridescent medium, but it's clear. If you do rub your finger on it, it comes off, though. It doesn't have, like, a binder in it, so it's almost as bad as glitter. You know how glitter is. It's the herpes of the art world. And here's that stick. I do like these, though. I mean, they're very convenient to use. Cap's hard to get off. And you have to squeeze it to bring the juice down. I call it the juice because it's very watery. But it does make a little sparkle there. So we groomed the dogs yesterday. That was fun. The puppies were actually, everybody was good. Finn tried to bite my hand when I was trimming out his paw pads in the front. So I went ahead and I have a groomer's helper, so it keeps his face up and he can't twist. So I put that in, and he was fine after that. That's pretty with the shimmer. So after I got them all groomed, we decided last night was bath night. They all were good for their baths. Nobody whined and cried. Everything was kosher. So this is a white pearl paper. If you watched last week's video, which you haven't, well, for me, it hasn't been up yet. You'll see that white pearl paper, and I'm kind of addicted to it right now. It just amazes me how you can ink blend on it. But I'm not using it. I'm not ink blending with this. So this is just... And I'm not using glue because this is black paper. And I think that you would see your little overages of glue more. And I really didn't want that on a black card. And I didn't use glue for putting the layers together either. So it's all tape runner today. I have a lot of it, so I might as well use it, right? And you can tell I changed my polish too before we started the second part of this video. Cut my nails, changed my polish. I really liked the lines. I thought that was pretty. So a couple weeks ago, I'm showing you the stamp set again here. But a couple weeks ago, I cut out all these sentiments and stacked them. So what I was going to do, I was going to make this a thank you card. Or a hello friend. So I thought, I have those hellos. I'm just going to grab one, and they're done with gold. And it has the white shimmer paper behind it. So yay, I got to use one. After I spent 2 days making them all. Sometimes you just want to sit and cut things out. So I made a ton of those little sentiments like that. they'll get used over time. I spent an hour today restocking the paint rack. Of course, when you see this video, it probably won't have that much paint left. I hope, anyways. I had a good week this week selling paint, so if you're looking to get paint, I marked them down to $6.99 a jar. I'm going to clear my shelves out so that I can put all my stamps and dies there. So yes, all the paints are hanging out with me, but all the paint mixing materials are out in the studio waiting to be put away. So that's one of the reasons my studio is a hot mess. Because in my studio I have a painting area, I have a resin area, I have a finish work area, and I have a sublimation area. So everything is just jumbled out there right now, and you cannot get to anything without walking through a mini maze or walking over something. And that's dangerous for me with my health right now being fragile. I don't want to injure myself, and I bruise so easy that I don't want to fall. So I'm just avoiding it like the plague. So hopefully when Alan gets some time off, we can get out there and clear enough for me to at least paint for now. I want to make some bloom boxes and coasters and Christmas ornaments soon. So I'll be working on those, and while those are drying, I'll be in the house working on Christmas cards. So this is what I came up with. I wanted that tiny little black edge on the left to show that it was just like just a bar on the side. I debated on that if I wanted to cut that down to just leave it white, and I thought, no, I'm going to leave it there because I kind of like it. So I'm going to pop up this hello because this card is just one dimension, even though it has 3 layers. Well, 2 on top of the base. It still needed a little dimension. And you know what? I didn't use any Julies. That is like a first for me. It's just such a simple card, and I loved it, and I thought it really didn't need it. So I spent the weekend making a wedding card for a very good friend of mine. Well, actually 2 very good friends of mine. They're getting married on the 27th of June. So I got her card made. I'm going to mail it out to her early. It's cute. And the motorcycle cards that I made, I posted those on my Christina Welch artistry page on Facebook if you want to go look at them. My brother's birthday is coming up, so I already got that in an envelope ready to go out. Cute. I love this card. You know, it's just not ink and stamps. It's artwork on top of it all. So, of course, I'm going to use my stamp of approval here, my seal. Well, my added, made by Christina. And that's going to finish it up for this card, guys. So make sure you join me next week for our next pretty card. I appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you very soon. Hopefully painting too. So please don't give up on me. I'm trying. If you can watch the videos, watch the videos. I really appreciate it. And if you need paint, come check me out on Etsy. But thanks so much for watching. This card will be available on Etsy for purchase. Just give me a pop over, and the links are below. Bye, guys. Have a good one.